In today's video, we will have a featured gameplay, and same as always, we will talk about all the good and bad decisions made in the game and what could have been done better. With that being said, I give my shout out to Nikki Bros. Thank you for sending this gameplay. Great job playing as Karina. You're awesome. I also want to give a shout out to one of our longtime subscribers, Unknown Girl User. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back to the channel. Also, if you want to improve how you play on any lane and role, we suggest watching the following videos. The links are on the description. Nikki decided to go to the orange buff first, which was definitely a good idea since it was fairly close to the Litho Wanderer. Remember that there is only one Litho Wanderer at any given time, and whoever gets it secures an advantage in gold and experience. As much as possible, take the buff closer to it when the game begins. As you can see here, Alucard decided to take the orange buff even though it was far away from the Litho Wanderer. Soon you will see why that was a bad idea. Usually, I would recommend transitioning to invading the opposing team's jungle buff. However, that was not a good idea since his allied roamer was Florin. Florin, just like most pure supports, have underwhelming performance in the early game because of how squishy they are. Invading the enemy team would have been very challenging. Besides that, it is also very difficult going against Valor prior to reaching level 4 because of his AoE skills and also long range. Since Karina has a very powerful ultimate capable of wiping out an entire team, it would be more ideal to try and reach level 4 as soon as possible and avoid dying unnecessarily or getting delayed in experience and gold. Since Nikki was able to take the Litho Wanderer, Karina was able to reach level 4 faster and also had more gold than Alucard, which will help Karina get her items faster. Remember that when you are a jungler, your goal is to reach your power spike as quickly as possible in order to have advantage in team fights. And for a hero like Karina, playing aggressively is the way to go. Since the enemy jungler made the mistake of taking the orange buff first, not only did they lose the chance to take the Litho Wanderer, it also gave Nikki's team the chance to gank the enemy gold laner. Remember that as a jungler, your goal is to farm as efficiently as possible in order for you to aggressively gank the enemies quickly. Always check where the Litho Wanderer is going to appear, and whichever buff is closer to it, is in most cases, the better target when starting off in the jungle. Never ever take the Litho Wanderer for granted since it provides the jungler who takes it an advantage over the enemy jungler in both gold and experience. Yin did an excellent job isolating Alucard, thus allowing Nikki's team to secure the turtle easily. That was an excellent play. This is why Karina will never be irrelevant. As soon as she gets her ultimate, it will be a huge problem for the enemy team. As long as the player has good field awareness and prioritizes low HP targets and squishies first, wiping out the enemy team will be a piece of cake. Again, whenever you have the chance to take the Litho Wanderer, take it. There is only one Litho Wanderer that appears on the entire map, and whoever takes it gets an advantage in farming. Again, target selection is extremely important when playing as Karina. Nikki did an excellent job prioritizing the squishier Valor over Atlas. The Alucard player was so clueless. Not sure what he was doing chasing Gord instead of prioritizing the turtle. Because of that awful decision making, Nikki's team easily took the turtle down. To make matters worse for Alucard, he was in a very bad position which ultimately caused his death. In our opinion, it was a bad idea turret diving Brody because of how easily his second skill can disable Karina. Instead, it would have been better if they went to the bottom lane and pressured it a little, especially since their bottom lane was losing to Freya. Karina was in a bad position here. As you can see, Valor was on the mid lane, while Atlas was on the bottom lane. Since Nikki decided to invade Alucard, he put Karina in a bad position where she got cornered. Regardless if Karina can take Alucard down or not, that was not a good trade-off since Karina's death was guaranteed. Remember that a hero with kill streaks has a higher bounty. The bounty is the amount of gold the heroes will receive when they take down an enemy hero. When you are playing as a hero with very high kill streaks, I suggest trying your best to stay alive and not get killed, because if you do, the enemies will get rewarded handsomely. Before we forget, this was Nikki's emblem talent configuration in that game. He chose the Assassin emblem and had Rupture as his first basic talent. In our opinion, the Assassin emblem must always be paired with Rupture. Remember that the goal is for your hero to pierce the enemy's defense, and as soon as you turn their armor into a negative value, your hero's damage will be amplified. The Assassin emblem and Rupture when combined is capable of helping a lot of heroes, especially Karina, to deal tremendous damage, especially during the early game. It was in fact because of that emblem and talent why Nikki was able to dominate the game and burst down a lot of enemies. Also, since Nikki played Karina with a lot of damage items, Weapon Master was an excellent choice. It increases damage from all artificial sources such as items and emblems. And finally, Killing Spree. Despite getting nerfed, Killing Spree is still an excellent core talent for Karina because of her specialty in taking the killing blow. Killing Spree is a must-have for heroes who have excellent ability in securing kills since they are able to maximize that talent to its full potential. If you are playing Karina, this emblem talent configuration in our opinion is the best choice regardless of the enemy team's lineup. As for the items, Nikki went with a full burst penetration build. He got Arcane Boots because of its bonus magic penetration, then Starlium Scythe, which in our opinion is Karina's core item. Not only does it have tremendous magic power, it also decreases skill cooldown time, and empowers the user's next basic attack after casting a skill, which suits Karina's playstyle of shuffling between skill casts and basic attacks. Whenever the user's basic attack is enhanced, it deals an additional true damage that scales on the user's magic power, then temporarily improves the user's movement speed. This item is so good on Karina, it almost feels like it was made specifically for her. Let's not forget that this item also has Hybrid Lifesteal, which allows the user to gain HP from dealing both basic attacks and skill damage. Afterwards, Nikki got Genius Wand, which helps further decrease the target's magic defense, then Holy Crystal, which provides tremendous magic power, and of course Divine Glaive, which allows the user to ignore a huge portion of the target's magic defense. Nikki was going to buy another magic power item, but the game ended prematurely before he got the chance to complete it. We were not sure what he was going for, but it was probably either Winter Truncheon or Concentrated Energy. Winter Truncheon was pretty good in that game to counter Atlas and Brody's ultimates. It is also a fun item to have when you want to outplay the enemies. As for Concentrated Energy, that is a very powerful optional item that greatly improves Karina's survivability. Not only does it have Spell Vamp, its new unique passive also increases the magic damage the user deals. Another item Nikki probably was thinking of buying was Blood Wings. It provides the highest magic power from all of the magic items, and also provides a shield which gives a tremendous bonus movement speed for as long as the shield is available. That's a good item in allowing the user to close the gap quickly when charging towards the target, and is excellent in tremendously improving the overall magic power. This was an awful play by Gord. While we understand that his intentions were to help, however, he led the enemies to Karina's position. None of them knew Karina was there, but since Gord went to the same area where Karina was, he led the enemies right to her, causing her death. If Gord did not go there, Karina would have been able to easily steal the orange buff and escape, or possibly even take Alucard down. Try your best to check the minimap as frequently as possible. Doing so will help you make better decisions. Their bottom lane did not have any allied minions at all, so instead of heading to the jungle, it would have been better if Nikki cleared the bottom lane minions instead.
No one sees me. I was never here.
Ult is not ready.
The dark is my camouflage.
That concludes our Mobile Legends content for today. Did we miss any other recommendations applicable in that game? Leave your thoughts on the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe, everyone. Peace.